Hello and welcome to a new video on my channel. My name is Sarah and today I'm back with another Sims 4 tutorial. So I asked you guys on Instagram if you would like to have a tutorial on the T.O.O.L mod that I'm currently using a lot in my newest speed builds, and you wanted to have it, so I'm going to make a little tutorial on how to use the mod and how I use the mod. So it's not going to be super in detail because I didn't use the mod too much. I just made some simple things with it, so I'm going to show you what I do and what you can do with it and how it works. So while I was editing this video, I just realized that I forgot to mention something really important, and I get asked this a lot. So if you download a house where I use the T.O.O.L mod, all the objects will still stay the same even though you don't have it in your game or anything. So there will look exactly how I placed them with the T.O.O.L mod, so you don't need to worry about this at all. And the lots will also not be like marked as custom content or something. This will not be an issue. I think that's really great about the mod. I wouldn't use the mod if the objects wouldn't stay like that, so this is really important to know. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. So this is the website where you can download the T.O.O.L mod. It's by Twisted Maxi. This is the Patreon page. To download it, you will need the T.O.O.L package and the T.O.O.L TS4 script. Just download these two files and put them into your mods folder. I already did that. So you have to download both of them. The script needs to be unzipped, and then you put it into your mods folder and then it should work. So you should also make sure that you have checked the enable custom content and mods and the script mods allowed, so the game will show all the mods to you. And if you just did this, you have to restart the game to make it active. The mod looks a little bit difficult at first, but it's actually pretty simple to use, and I'm going to show you step by step how I do it. T.O.O.L is short for take objects off lot, so it's a mod where you can take objects off the lot, but I'm actually not doing that. I'm just using it for rotating objects, which is also possible with this mod. So I'm going to start explaining how you can use the mod and how it works. So I prepared something here in my game for you. I rotated some objects like this chair and the pictures on the wall and this bench and all that, and I'm going to show you how it works. So to use the mod, you actually have to be in live mode. It doesn't work in build mode. You have to put down whatever you want to rotate in build mode, and I would also recommend putting in the bb.moveobjects cheat. It's always helpful if you want to do anything in the game. So enter the cheat first and then we can get started. Switching over to live mode now, and I'm going to show you how exactly it works. So I'm going to show it to you with this chair. You already see that I laid down this chair. I rotated it to the side so it's laying down. Maybe you want to do something like that, or I don't know, maybe you want to have a rotated chair. It's just to show you how it works. You can do it with any object in the game and get creative with it. I'm going to go a little bit to the side so the chair is on this side of the screen, and you will see why I do this in a second. So to enter the T.O.O.L mod, you have to press shift and then make a left click on the object you want to rotate. Then you click on T.O.O.L right here, and now we want to rotate the object. So here is the word rotate, and then this little window opens and you will see this green circle around the chair, and the circle is actually the axis in which the chair rotates. If I rotate it, if I put a number in here, the chair will rotate to the left or to the right, as you can see. But you also can change this axis, and I'm going to show you how this works. So all you have to do is click on change axis right here in this window, and nothing happens, but there actually happened something. So when I go into T.O.O.L rotate again, you will see that the axis has changed. So the chair rotates to the front or to the back in a circle, obviously. So to rotate the chair, you have to put a number between minus 360 and 360 to rotate it into one of the two directions, like to the back or to the front, and 360 because it's a circle and it has 360 degrees. This is basically the degree on what you will rotate the object. So if I type in something 90, for example, and then I press OK, the chair rotates to the front. And if I would have typed in minus 90, the chair would have rotated into the other direction. Yeah, it's pretty simple, but now you will see that the chair is in the floor, which is not what we want. So to change that, you go into build mode again, and then you can lift up the chair by pressing 9 on your keyboard. And now the chair is not in the floor anymore, and you have a chair like this. I don't know why you would do this, and if I rotate the chair now, it will rotate like this. I have to be honest with the numbers. You have to experiment and try out, because it's yeah, you have to get into it a little bit. I'm always trying out like different degrees and all that, so there's no guideline for this. At least I can give no guideline for this, but I would recommend trying out different types of numbers. So now we rotated this chair, and you can also do this with objects on the wall. With wall objects is a little bit tricky. So if I take this, I think this one is the original mirror in the game, so it's horizontal, and this one is the one that I rotated. But you have to be a little bit careful, because it's a little bit tricky. When I click on Tool Rotate on this mirror and rotate it like let's say 90 degrees, because we want to have it vertical, it goes a little bit into the floor. But the problem with this is that you cannot lift it up, because it will get to normal again. So to change that, I would probably delete the wall, and then you can lift it up more easily, so like this. Because every time you put the object near a wall, it will automatically like lock to the wall again, and then it will have the same position as it had before. So just delete the wall, and then you can lift the mirror easily. And the same is like with every wall object, like pictures or any other wall decoration items. So now I want to rotate this bench thing. I don't know how it's called. I already rotated one of them, and I thought if I rotate the other one as well, this could be a very cool part for like a bed or something. I think that would be really cool. So again, change the axis until you have the axis that you want. I want this one, and I'm going to rotate it for 90 degrees to make it straight up, and then I can yeah, just take it and lift it up. And I think this could be a cool like part for a double bed or something. I think that's a really cool idea. So I'm going to put a bed here. Do I have any beds like this one? Okay, this is a little bit has maybe this one. Yeah, maybe something like this. This is what I thought you could probably do. Maybe not, maybe just a normal single bed, or you put like 2 of them in there. So something in that direction is what I imagined what you could do with that. So, and the same goes for every object. I also did it with the bike, and this can be rotated as well. So this is the original, and this is the rotated one. I think that's really cool, because maybe you can have interesting build elements with this thing or this picture. Okay, I'm showing the move tool really quick, but I don't use it. I have to be honest, I don't use the move off lot feature, but I'm going to show it to you so you know how it works. So I'm going to place the bike right here at the border of the lot, and then if I make a shift and left click on the object and click on tool, then you can actually move it, and you will see the X and Y axis. So you have to put a number in here, like maybe I only want to move it on the x-axis. I'm going to type in maybe like 5 and 0 for the y-axis, and then you will see it moves on the green one is the x one and the red one is the y one, and now it's on the street. It's off the lot now. But as I said before, you have to try with the numbers. I don't really know like exactly what to type in, so you have to try and figure out what works, and then you can move objects off the lot. I think it's a lot of work, but I think it's a cool thing. So now the bike is off the lot. I don't know if you can actually delete it. I'm not, I have to be honest, but you can probably move it to the lot again and then delete it. And what you also can do, which I don't do because I always do it with the 9 key in build mode, is to elevate objects by selecting tool again and elevate, and then you can type a number between -25 and 25. Minus numbers obviously lower the object. I want to lift it, of course, so I'm going to put in like 4, and then it's flying up in the sky. So these are the commands for the tool mod that I use and that I know. Now let's get into the stuff you can do with the tool mod. So now I'm giving you a quick overview on what I did with the tool mod. I did some stuff. I don't do a lot when I build a house. I don't want to have it like too much because it's very time consuming and it's a lot of work, so I'm not doing it too much. So I'm going to show you what I did with this house. This is my Gardener's Dream Cottage that I recently uploaded. And I used the tool mod, for example, for the greenhouse. I'm going to show you what I did here. So I made the roof of the greenhouse with these pieces, which is really cool, I think. I cannot put it back. I'm going to show you how I did it. So these are barriers from the Discover University pack, so I used them, and I used this one and I sized it up a little bit, and then I went into live mode and I rotated it not in that direction, so I changed the axis until I have the one that I need, which is not this one. This is the axis that I need, like in that direction, as you can see here. So I'm going to click on tool and rotate it for 90 degrees. I hope it's 90. Yes, it's 90. So what I do next is I go into build mode really quick and lift it up so it's not in the floor anymore. So now we obviously need this angle, so I rotate it again and change the axis until I have the one that I need, this one, and I'm going to, I think I choose like -45. You can also take 45, but I need it, -45 is for this one and 45 was for the other one. So now I have this one and I'm going to lift it up with the 9 key of my keyboard, and then I can place it exactly right here. It's a little bit tricky. It's also a little buggy right now, but I think you get the idea. And I did this on both sides. And for the middle, I just took shelves that I lifted up with the 9 key as well until they are like exactly in the middle right here. And this is how I built the greenhouse roof. So there's more you can do with it. And let's go inside. So the most fun part, I think, are pillows. So I did some pillows here. I'm going to show you how I did it. So these are pillows to sit on from the City Living expansion pack, and before you rotate it, you want to size them down to the size that you want them to have, and also rotate them into the direction that you need. Like I want to have it on this sofa, so I'm going to rotate them like this. You can also lift them up a little bit, because when you rotate them, you need to lift them up later on anyways. So now you want to I want to make them like pretty straight up, so I'm going to go on tool, rotate. This is not the right axis, I think. This is also not the right axis. but this is. So I'm going to make it like around 40 degrees. So you can make it a little bit more if you like. So I'm going to make it a little bit more. So I'm going to add another 5, or probably a little bit more. I want to have a little bit more straight up, so I'm going to add like another 10. I would recommend like trying out a lot. This is a lot of like trying and figuring out what looks good in the game. So I'm going to take this and put it down. No, put it down a little bit. So now you can place it right here, or you can lift it up a little bit more and then rotate it. So it's yeah, pretty much on its corner like this. So you can rotate it in that direction still. So I think that's really cool. And lift it up and down. I think that's a really cute thing. And the couch should be still usable as long as you don't put like pillows everywhere. So as you can see, I did it here as well. So this is also basically everything that I do with the tool mod. So I don't do a lot at the moment. I'm still trying out stuff and see what I like and what I don't like. So it's not crazy much. Oh, and what I also did on the outside, I'm going to show it to you really quick. I took these leaf things. You can see them here. They are from Seasons, and I rotate them so they are vertical, and then it looks like yeah, it's hanging down here, and I think that's also really cool. So I think that's pretty much it for my tutorial. I hope I could help you, and I hope you get the idea on how to use the tool mod. You can do a lot of different stuff with it, and I also recommend like trying out different things and thinking of what you can do with it. There's so much possibilities, and I think they're endless actually. So this is what I did so far. I didn't use it too much because it's obviously a lot of work, because you always have to go into live mode and all that, and then you have to arrange everything. But I really recommend trying it out, and yeah, the link for the tool mod will be in the description if you want to download it. And yeah, thanks for watching this video. I hope I could help you with this little tutorial, and I hope I will see you in my next video, and goodbye.